Welcome back to Champagne and Thorns, where we are absolutely exhausted with the season.
Yeah.
This whole season is spinning my head.
And we're just getting started.
We're just getting started. If you don't know, I'm Marie. You could just call me Red.
Samantha.
All right. Let's talk about this atrocious episode. I feel like every episode is atrocious, but that might just be me.
It started slow, though.
Yeah.
The first hour. Where do we start? They're one-on-ones, right?
Yeah.
Who's,
It was, Gabby.
Gabby had her one-on-one with Zach.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I don't know if you liked that idea, but I thought that was super cute.
it was Rachel and Zach, wasn't it?
No, it was Gabby. It was Rachel. It was Rachel.
Yeah, because
I'm losing my mind already.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed like a really cute episode, especially how they had, like, the video, like, premiere.
Yeah.
And then, like...
And they didn't even, like, know what they were seeing, but they got all dressed up.
Right.
Who doesn't want to get dressed up in, like, expensive clothes?
Yeah, and have, like, the paparazzi.
And walk a red carpet.
Yeah. Have the paparazzi be like, what are you wearing? Yeah. That'd be like, Kohl's. Or Amazon.
Your local TJ Maxx.
Right.
No, but I thought they were really cute.
They are, yeah.
Loved the idea. I would hate, like, if I was the Bachelorette and they hit me with a home montage of videos and pictures of my childhood. Mm-hmm. I'd cry, not because it's touching, but because I'd be mortified.
Right.
Any pictures or videos that have taken place between, like, the age of 6 or 7 and 16 or 17, we could just get rid of those.
Yeah, right.
We don't need any of that. We don't need any record.
No, I mean, I grew up in the 90s, and the outfits back then were pretty atrocious. I mean, kids are wearing them nowadays, but, like...
Yeah. I have a couple pictures that I look like a straight trailer park child. I wasn't. Not that there's anything against that.
Yeah, right, yeah.
It was a look. Yeah. It was a lot. So maybe no for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mental note in case, I remember on The Bachelor and,
Right, yeah.
Don't do that to me.
Mm-mm. No, don't put me under that kind of pressure. I would swear way too much.
Yeah.
I'd probably call out The Bachelor and call him
Stop the show.
Yeah.
We're done. Yeah. We're gonna go home. That's a wrap.
Right. Probably call him like a piece of garbage or something. It would be atrocious.
Yeah. Probably just send that person home right away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I forget you were ever here. Bye.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So, we were talking before filming. It was when, like, Zach and Rachel had, like, their little heart-to-heart.
Oh, yeah. About going to the airport with their dads.
Yeah.
In the parking lot. Adorable.
Yeah. The fact that they both did that, it's like...
Yeah. I'm here for this.
Yeah.
I feel like
written in the stars.
That's the match. Out of everybody so far, I like him for Rachel.
Yeah.
Obviously, we haven't seen a lot, but, like...
Right, yeah.
That's my number one right now, so good for you.
Yeah. Yay! Good for you, Zach. And then he also dropped the album. He said that he was falling in love with her, so...
Yeah.
Let's hope that they stick to that.
It's like a little early, but...
Oh, we'll see what happens.
When you know, you know.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and then we go on to Gabby and Eric's date. Erich, yeah.
Yep. So awkward.
Yeah.
He was kind of a trooper, but, well, I mean, first of all, Grandpa is the man.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Like, I want him to be my grandpa.
Yeah.
So that we can go out and, like, hit the bars and rage.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he'd be so much fun.
Well, because he's like 80 or something. Like
yeah.
That, right? Like, he seems like he can fucking rage for being 80 years old.
They were done with the date. He's like, gotta go home for a beer. Bye.
But
Me too, Grandpa.
Do you know what? When they pulled in Gabby's grandpa, like, Erich did not look happy in the least bit. He was just kind of like...
Yeah. I can't wait to, like, not kiss you at all ever in this
right
stuff.
Yeah,
that was my immediate thought. I think I said that during the episode. I was like, cool, well, he's not kissing anybody, there goes all of our Rose League points.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he did, but
I was gonna
like,
say,
you're
yeah,
not
he
gonna-
made up for it at the end of the date. When,
yeah, because they
when
hooked
Gramps-
Grandpa up with
Yeah.
Grandma in the bowling alley, and they had some alone time.
Yeah, right.
Again, super awkward. I don't know. And the whole date idea of them, like, what did they do? Some type of ritual, like an intention
yeah.
ritual, and
To like relax them or to like get all the negative energy out or something.
I don't like those dates. They're like,
No, I have way too much negative.
I'm not gonna. Yeah,
I think I would just like
How long do you
collapse.
have?
Be like all my negative energy, it's out.
I'm tired. I want to go home now.
That was exhausting.
Like, just something fun and adventure. I don't know. Some people are into that, I guess.
Right, yeah.
Doing those, like, ceremonies and things like that.
Yeah.
It's cool when you visit, like, when they visit other places and it's, like, something that the culture does there.
Right, yeah.
In, like, another country. That's kind of cool because then you're, like, experiencing another culture's, like...
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
What they like.
You're broadening your horizons
Right,
or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, like... Not here. I don't know.
Right, yeah. I mean, they had a solid ending to the date.
Yeah. And then that was the first half of the episode.
Pretty much, yeah. It was just between because I mean I'm gonna narc on myself. I missed the first hour, so insert the Alfred gift words. I failed you.
You caught up.
I did, yeah. Yeah. And then
And you saw the group date then, right?
yeah, the group date.
Wild. That is, first of all, way too many people.
Yeah.
Who decided who was in what group scenario for pictures?
Right.
Like, even birthing, who was it? I think it was Meatball? No. Quincy. Quincy
No,
was...
it wasn't Quincy.
It was Meatball then. That was in the
I
diaper.
think it was Meatball, yeah.
That was just...
That was weird.
I was overwhelmed.
That was so weird.
I was overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Didn't enjoy really any of those.
No.
Like, all the pictures they took, nobody was, like, interacting with Rachel or Gabby.
No,
like, they were all just like,
not at
"Come
all.
on." We pretend I'm taking cool pictures. And they were hideous. Like, don't put those anywhere online. I don't want to see any of our bachelors, like, reposting these. Just don't put them on the internet. It's embarrassing.
No. I mean, it was kind of cool that they did, like, a photo shoot, like, doing, like, their jobs or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Rachel had, like, the
pilot
flight
stuff,
scene. Yeah. Then, Gabby had, like, the nursing thing. And I really like how she first gets in there. And she's like, 3 patients? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think that she's an ICU nurse. And usually they try to keep, like...
Yeah.
You know,
One
just,
at a time.
yeah, either
Yeah.
like 1 or 2 at most, maybe. Like, so like I heard that and I was just like, okay, I understand that.
Like, this resonates with me. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm getting like a PTSD twitch. Come on, this is my off time. I don't want to talk about work.
And so who got to pick? I wonder if they picked the people that were doing the proposals too. If I was one of those other guys and you didn't pick me to do one of the proposal shoots, I'd be like, damn, what the fuck?
Yes.
I'd be like a little upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted me to be birthed,
Right.
but like, I can't do something intimate.
Right, yeah.
But Nate crushed.
Nate's proposal was like...
I'd have been like, yeah, we can cut the show. I would have pulled a Claire.
Yeah.
That's
Done.
a wrap. We're done.
Yeah.
Rest of you guys can go home.
Right. Rachel, sorry, you're going to have to do this on your own.
Right. You're just the only Bachelorette now. Yeah, I would have. It was beautiful.
It was. It was very beautiful.
Yeah.
But for the group date, when they were giving out the roses, and Gabby didn't give out a rose, Nate seemed real fucking hurt
That's
about
the
it.
only thing I was saying. I'm like, why are you not just gonna give it to Nate?
Yeah.
Like, the whole day
Right.
date, the day part of the date, like, he crushed.
Yes.
It went great. And then just because you're upset about how the night went,
Yeah.
you're just not gonna give a rose. And, mind you, spoiler, flipping ahead, he was the first one to get her rose.
Mm-hmm.
You could have just bypassed all of that unnecessary shit and given it to him at the fucking group date.
Right.
She could have said what she needed to say, like, tonight was really rough. I'm not super happy about it.
Yeah.
Here, Nate.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for that beautiful proposal.
Right. The only one that pulled through, hey Nate, here you go. Yeah. Yeah, so that was pretty wild.
Yeah.
It was like, and then like, just when Gabby
She had
was
a
like,
rough night.
I'm not gonna give out a rose, Rachel looked at her like, the fuck?
and the rest of the house is there. So in that moment, I'm like, oh.
Right. Ooh.
She just done. Like, we're over it. I don't want to give any of you in this house a rose.
Yeah, seriously. Everybody's garbage. Nobody treated me right. Nobody gets a rose.
Yeah, that was cringy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out who did, like, the chat with them that first time. It was Michelle that did, on Michelle's season, did, like, none of you guys are, like, hanging out with me.
Oh, yeah.
They, like, ignored her on, like, a group date, I think.
Right.
And they were broing out. And that was, like, what were because when Gabby stopped over during Rachel's
that's exactly what it was. Like,
she's like, I don't want to play anymore. I didn't want to play in the first place.
Right.
Like, and she had a rough week.
She really did, yeah. So then, like, after that, we go into the rose ceremony, right?
The most wild rose ceremony I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. God, that was such a cringy.
Yeah, I need a drink. Absolutely
big
wild.
old yikes. Yeah.
The fact that they split them. Like, the guys that already had roses didn't even have to stand in there, so they were all just, like, peeking in.
Yeah, like...
If you got a rose, you left the room.
Yeah.
That was wild to me.
That was
like,
wild,
Why are we doing this?
Right, yeah.
And then they separate them, so they don't even go to one room. They separated them to, like, 2 different sides of the house, so they're not, like... So that's what
So
I'm
they were, like,
about.
Congratulating each other, like, across the courtyard.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Are they going to be, like, seeing each other the rest of the season, or is this legitimately 2 different Bachelorette seasons in one now?
Yeah, that's
where they're just, like...
That's a good question. I didn't even think about that.
Right.
Like, just totally separating, like, everything.
Yeah.
Damn. That would be wild.
That would be. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around that. But I thought that was crazy. And then, I'm not going to lie. The whole... You can choose, but, like, you could reject a rose.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you could always reject a rose. But these men, common sense would say that those 2 sat down before the rose ceremony and were like, okay, I'm going to pick this person and this person.
Right.
And then they got down to some where it was like, oh, you're going to pick him? Okay, I'm cool with that.
Right.
Like, they weren't both going to give their roses to one guy. Like, they basically had to split them down the middle of who they wanted. So when they start rejecting roses, I'm like, you just sent yourself home. Like, you just self-eliminated.
Yeah,
The other one already decided she wasn't going to pick you.
Right. Well, yeah, and it was also wild because on the group date, Rachel was, like, kissing people left and right. And then it's, like, 2 people in a row. Oh, hey, will you accept this rose? No, sorry, here for Gabby. And then she's sitting there smiling like, okay. And then Jesse just walks in and, like, rips the rose off the table. Like, you fuckers.
Right. Honestly, her face was just like, oh, it's totally fine. I'm just gonna jump off a bridge now. That's okay. You just embarrassing me.
Yeah, she's, like, looking in the mansion, like, that looks like a good place to hang myself.
And Gabby's, like, the whole time, like, I'm glad I got this shit over with yesterday.
Yeah, that was just...
Like, instant relief. I would have had the worst night ever and then been like, oh, thank God this didn't happen to me.
Yeah.
I would not want to be handing out freaking roses and having these men be like, just kidding.
Yeah.
Not into it.
Well, yeah, then it's like Rachel had to step away, obviously, because she's just getting stomped on. And then it's like, Gabby was just like, well, I was rejected too. And then she was just like yeah, but not during a fucking rose ceremony.
Yeah. It's great for you, but no. You don't get it. You don't get it.
Yeah, and Gabby also wasn't rejected 3 times.
Yeah, like back to back in front of all the other guys. I think that's the most humiliating part is Gabby had like one-on-one conversations.
Right.
Where they were like, hey,
like,
so I'm just
for
like,
Rachel. Yeah.
Not into this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Instead of just like, hey, thanks for giving me a rose, but I don't want it. Like, it was hard.
Yeah, just like taking the rose.
I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't hard to watch at all. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
it was great television, like quality TV. Yeah,
I know. I keep on saying that like I'm exhausted from the show and I hate the show, but like honest to God, that kind of stuff is just
more.
Yeah, more.
Oh my God, it's so good. I kind of wish they weren't like actually splitting now, so that like we could see more of that like just
drama.
Absolute dumpster fire of a rose ceremony.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be more drama.
Right. And then poor Jacob, he didn't even get picked by either of them.
Yeah.
He was the only one,
They made that man wear a leaf.
Yeah,
and nobody picked him.
Yeah. Like...
I thought he was nice. I didn't like that he called he was the one that called Gabby rough around the edges, right?
He did.
I think he was the one.
And then he was just kind of like, okay, so I'm done speaking my piece, so,
right.
Okay, bye.
Right. You're smoking, though.
Yeah,
okay.
That's right.
Thanks, Jacob.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks for that.
Cool, I'm rough around the edges, but I'm smoking.
Put that on my resume.
Winner.
I am
That
rough around
baby
the
on the
edges.
resume.
But I'm smoking, so hire me. I feel like he was the only surprise that got eliminated for me.
Yeah, it was a big surprise for me too. Because
Everybody else was like, all right, I get it. We don't know anything about them, or like we never see them.
Yeah.
And then Meatball, that was the thing of the night.
Yes.
We think we're about to get blooper reel stuff, and it's Meatball being like, remember when I said no? I changed my mind.
Right, yeah. And I really wonder if he just did that just to stay in.
Yeah.
Like, he was just like, hey, don't feel like going home yet.
Yeah.
But I just want to stay in. And it seems like he's going to be trouble, too.
Yeah.
From the previews for next season.
Oh, yeah.
Next
he wants
episode.
to go on a cruise and, like, hang out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's also a fucking narc. Like...
Listen, Meatball. Snitches get stitches.
Snitches get stitches.
I don't make the rules. That's just a thing.
It's just a thing, yeah. Snitches get stitches. Like...
We're gonna find out, though. Really excited to see what the drama was, though, with the next episode. And Logan already being like, still have feelings the other way.
Right, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to be a thing. The ones that were, like, exploring both sides were going to be, like, kind of into it both ways.
Mm-hmm. Yes, most definitely. I mean, I think that's really it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just a dumpster fire of a rose ceremony.
Just complete chaos, yeah.
Yeah. Awkward date with Gabby and Erich and her grandpa.
Yeah.
Rachel and Zach had a nice, cute date.
Yeah. Nobody got sent home on a one-on-one.
Nobody got sent home.
Already good news.
Rip Jordan.
Oh, and I decided that I'm coming around on Quincy. I hated real hard in the beginning. I'm coming around slowly.
Okay.
I don't hate
Yeah,
him.
he's still got, like, the toolbox attitude.
Yeah.
Like,
but he's also kind of funny.
yeah.
I feel like he's a little bit more down to earth than I initially thought. Whoops, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
he just seemed like he gave off douche canoe energy.
yeah. I mean, he still kind of does.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So again, if you're
That's a wrap.
struggling with your picks like I'm doing god awful in the fucking league.
I'm crushing it.
You are
I
crushing
almost
it.
won this week with my picks. I just felt it in my soul.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want to give all the tips away, but just watch the next week's.
Yeah.
Like, coming up next week,
Right.
you basically get to see who has one-on-ones if you pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's any, like one of the categories is, like, nudity or kissing.
Yeah.
Like, you get to see some of that big stuff. And
Right.
then you could pick those people. Like, if you're not sure, you just pick one of those people and you know that you're going to get, like, a couple points.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But also watch Rick on the Club 602 channel, because he's got, like,
Yeah.
it down to a damn science.
Yeah. Just listen to everything he has to say in
Yeah.
life in general.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out Rick.
Yeah, right. It is too late for Fantasizer.
Mm-hmm.
But you could still hop on to, like, the Rose League. If you hop in now, you'll still probably beat me. So.
I've never had more fun watching this show than, like freaking out about the points I'm making.
Yeah, exactly.
In my picks. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just kind
Way
of
more
like,
fun.
Yeah, because it's just like they go for a kiss and you're like, fuck, I need these points. And then it's like they pull one, you're like, no!
No!
God!
Just kiss, please. I need, like, 3 more points.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't care about your love story. Just
Yeah, we don't.
points. I want to win this week.
Yeah, or it's just whenever we're sitting there and they're on the one-on-one date and we're like, talk about your family. Like,
Yeah. It gets real competitive here. So.
yeah, we scream at each other. We rewind.
We have all the fun.
We have all the fun.
As usual.
As usual. Well, yeah, I think...
Tune in next week for more fucking dumpster fire messes.
Yeah, if we start off this video next week and then we're just sitting here like this, it's an atrocity.
Right.
Just
We're gonna need to drink heavily before probably the next.
Yeah, we'll just have a bottle of like tequila right here.
That'll do. Yeah, we'll just start taking shots every time something cringy happens.
Yeah, seriously.
Perfect. All right.
All right.
Champagne and Thorns.
Champagne and Thorns. Until next week.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Cheers.